Hey there, train fans. Welcome back to Other Side of the Tracks. I'm Chris. Thank you so much for being here and appreciate my returning subscribers. If you haven't already subscribed yet, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel. I most greatly appreciate it. Behind me, as you can see, is a big box from Menards. Menards is a local hardware store, which, well, unfortunately for me, is not so local. There's only around the upper Midwest area. And so, being in Texas, they are very, very far away from me, unfortunately. So, maybe one day in the future they'll expand. But in the meantime, if you don't have a Menards close to you, you can always go check out their website, menards.com. And while they are a hardware store, they, for whatever reason, have a little niche of making really awesome trading stuff. So, they have a lot of rolling stock and buildings in O gauge and HO as well, exclusive from Menards. So, big fan of their buildings. I've previously done a few on the channel. The restaurants Starbucks and Arby's and Taco Bell are featured on the layout, and I've done a video on that in the past. So, really fan of their work. Very detailed and great cost points, and I love all the illumination on the buildings as well. And of course, they always have a German Shepherd. Well, they put fragile stickers over, so hopefully FedEx was very delicate with the package. Fingers crossed. Since I recently did away with a lot of the zigzagging 036 curves on my layout, that created a lot more space in the center there for the town. And, well, if I got a lot of space, I might as well put a few more buildings in there. We have the American Materials building. Looks like we got some damage on it. Oh boy. You're gonna need a lot of super glue on this one. Oh yeah. All those little corners popped off. We got some railing damage up here. We'll have to take a closer look at this. Alright, here we have the Menards American Materials structure. It did get a little beat up during shipment. So, you can see here it's actually a little, it's leaning. And, well, I guess we can start at the top. We got the railing has snapped here at the corner. It snapped here at this corner. Okay, the mid-level platform here, the stairs are all bent in. The railings are all bent in on this corner. They're broken on this corner. It's broken on that corner. Oh, this one's okay. It's okay. 3 out of 4 corners got problems. Now, looking at the bottom here, the little fascia sidings. You see one laying right here. There's one in the center there. There's 2 more on the side here. So all 4 corners, well, not all 4 corners, but 4 of these corners have all detached. So those can go on very easy with some glue. The rails, well, it's going to take a little TLC and glue. I don't know how perfect it'll look. Here's the little signs that come with if you want to label the tower for a specific type of raw material goods: salt, grain, coal, gravel, frac sand, sand, and cement. So that's nice. That comes with a bit of customization. Looking at the packaging, we see that the copyright date is 2018. So this particular structure has been available for a while from Menards. Since I don't have the original outer shipper box that it came with, I can't say how many were built as part of this limited run, but every Menards building is a specific limited finite number, and then that's it. Once they're sold out, they're gone. So they can't have too many of these left since they've been out for so many years. It does list the dimensions here: 5.5 inches width, 5 7/8 inches deep by 16 1/8 inch in height. So it does have a lot of height to it. Of course, you're going to be able to fit your trains under this building. On two sides of it, we do have this beautiful American flag and signage here for American materials that will illuminate. It has 8 LED yard lights, 4 red lights on top of the roof. Menards always likes to put red lights on top of roofs if they can. For example, here we got Versace and door, has those flashy red lights. And the little Sudis Kohling tipple there has them as well. Alright, well, let's at least plug it in here, see if it works. This building does come with 2 figures. Both of them are on the roof. So we got these guys up here. One's doing repairs. The other one's taking a moment, a little break. So here we have our LED lights illuminating the base of the structure. We have our safety lights on top there, so no aircraft fly into it. And the beautiful red, white, and blue of Old Glory waving on this building. Very nice. And the other side too. Alright, well, since it does illuminate, we'll go ahead, take it out of the package, and glue what we can here. That's always the risk of ordering Menards buildings and having them shipped, is that they may require a little TLC once you receive it. It's best to go to the store, if you have one, in your area. Now, I could try shipping this back and have them send me to a new one, but, well, honestly, my replacement would be get bashed around too in the mail. But it seems functional. We'll try to work with what we got here. Staples removed here. Try to gently get this out of the packaging. Oh, we got 2 sections here. There. Now our little broken bits here. 10 little pieces, plus other detached spots here we'll have to try to fix. Well, I guess I'll try fixing the railings. Although, uh-oh. Shoot. This column section here is missing altogether. Bummer. Alright, so I've gone ahead and glued back all the little fascia pieces that had popped off. And most of the handrails we've glued back together using some of my daughter's old wood blocks here, just as support to keep the railings in place while the glue sets. I do need to find some kind of post here so I can attach this last piece of rail, and then it'll be about good to go. I do hear the very high-pitched buzz of the LED flag light, which I have heard from others that they've had with this set. I don't know if this camera is picking up the high-pitched buzz, but it's definitely present. And if the house is very quiet, I can hear it down the hall, down the stairs, in the little family room there at the bottom of the stairs. So it's definitely pronounced. Although, you know, if you have your trains up and running and chugging down the tracks, making noise, you probably won't notice it. But things are quiet, nothing running, and you have somewhat sensitive hearing, you'll definitely notice it. So though overall, it's a neat looking building. I do like the flag feature, despite the high-pitched noise that it makes. And the building does have very nice illumination as well. Now, it'd be nice if there were LEDs in the little tunnel portion so that the hoppers or whatever you had down there loading up would be illuminated. They've done that more recently with the Sudis Kohltopple building here, where not only does it have all the exterior illumination, but anything underneath has light as well, which is a really nice feature. Here we have a close-up of the roof where we have the two workers present. They do have stairs to get all the way up there. And like with most Menards building, there is a separate pigtail 4.5 volt plug under it here, so you don't have to have a cable coming out the side. Well, now I'm going to let this glue set, and I'm going to scrounge around, see if I can find something to replace that post with, more or less, so I get that last handrail installed, and then we'll find a place for it here on the old layout. And now here we have it, the American Materials building on the layout. Let's take a little closer peek at it. Alright, so all the little fascia pieces that fell off, I glued them all back into place. Most of the rails here I glued back together for the most part. This little part of the post was gone. So I ended up just taking a little toothpick, cutting it to size, and gluing it to the rails. So I just have to paint this gray so that it blends in with the rest of the railing there. I got these wood blocks here just kind of holding the rail in place. Otherwise it'll kind of go back in a little bit. I don't want these ends of the rails here to pull back from the posts because the glue's still setting, so it's going to need 24 hours. But we got some acrylic paints around here, so I think one of them should be gray. But, well, rather than wait till after I glue it, I just thought, well, let's go ahead and throw on the layout and get this video up here so we can see this thing in action. I gotta say, it feels really good to have this American flag waving here on the layout. Very patriotic. Even though it's made in China, but we'll just pretend it's American building. Well, folks, there we have it. The Menards American Materials Tower in O gauge. Well, it just needs a little bit TLC, and then it'll be back to 100%. But, you know, that's just what you have to expect when you order a Menards and have it shipped to you. There are some delicate pieces and bits, and, well, sometimes, regardless of shipping, they're going to get tossed around, and things will happen. So just be mindful if you order this or a different building, you may have to bust out the super glue. But, you know, sometimes things are so damaged that they are irreparable. But I gotta say, if with my recent experience with the Jimbo's Gym building, this one right here, I did a return and, well, they said don't even send it back. They sent me a new one. It was really quick and easy. So their customer service is really good. So if you have problems, just go to the website, fill out a brief form, they'll take care of you. But, you know, I don't mind having to do just a little bit of minor gluing. These buildings are great. I love the details on them, the lighting, the character, and they have such a variety of interesting pieces. I wish I had a huge layout so I could have literally every single Menards building on my layout. I really would if I could. Well, maybe one day after I win the lotto we'll make that happen. But in the meantime, well, I got to be a little bit more selective what we can cram here on the layout. But as Menards continues to release interesting items over time, and, well, maybe I collect a few more of the current ones or other classics like this passenger station here in the foreground, I just may have to implement a building rotation program. No, I don't have a problem. All right. Well, if you've made it this far and you haven't already subscribed, you need to do that right now. Please do subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. Give us a thumbs up on the video. Check out our other video offerings. And if you really want to give me some support and help, I do have a Patreon page. Anything you do is most appreciated. And don't forget to spread the good word about the train hobby. The more people involved, the better for us all. And trains are fun. Well, you go have fun. Have a wonderful day. We will see you next time. Thank you.